and to promote our business. All right, so MK, Nigeria's #1 copywriter, the floor is yours.
Hello, hello, good evening. Mr. George, thank you for having me once again. Hello, can anybody hear me? If you can hear me, give me, raise your hand in the chat. If you can hear me, raise your hand in the chat box. If you can hear me, please raise your hand in the chat box so that I can quickly go ahead and jump in. Who can hear me? Please raise your hand or tell me, yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So once again, it is great to be here. And my name is MK Akan, and I'll be teaching you something very, very interesting today. So let me just go straight to our class today. All right, so let me. One minute, let me get my slide. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, 1 minute.
Oh.
All right, I am working on it. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Can you see? Okay.
Yes,
can you see my
yes.
screen now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So let me go straight to the slides. Can you see my slides?
Yes.
All right.
Sir,
Thank you. Thank
yes,
you
sir.
so much. So I'll be very fast, and I'll try and be very fast. How to promote your business using short but powerful content or copy. All right. So if you have a business, if you want customers, if you're selling anything at all, today's class is going to be very eye-opening and it's going to help you. If you've ever struggled with getting people to respond to you, all right, this class will open your eyes to some of the things you need to start doing. All right, you'll discover how to write easy and short content for selling anything on social media, even physically. All right, so if you're selling anything at all, I believe that a lot of us here are into one business or the other. If you're not in any other business, you are in eCooperative Africa. You need to know how to promote the platform, the business. You need to know a lot of that. So this is what I'm going to be doing for you today. So before I start, let me just quickly give you a brief introduction. If George had done that, but let me quickly talk a bit about myself, because it's good to know who is teaching you so that you can understand what value you are getting. My name is MK Akan. I am a direct response copywriter. I started in 2009, so I have over 10 years experience. I've been writing and selling products and services for that period. I'm the founder of the biggest copywriting group in Nigeria, in fact, in Africa. And I have created hundreds of digital products and I've sold them in different niches using some of the things I'm about to share with you. So please don't take any of this for granted. People pay me a lot of money to learn what I'm about to share with you today. All right, so that is the name of my group, Nigerian Copywriting Club. If you go on Facebook, you're going to find our group. We have over 27,000 members as we speak, and it's growing every day. All right. So the two things I want to do for you today very quickly. One, I'm going to teach you a powerful copywriting technique for selling. All right. It is impossible to teach you everything about copywriting in a day. It is impossible to teach you in a month. There's a lot to learn, but I'm going to show you a shortcut, something you can start using right now. All right. And you start getting some results. Another thing I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to show you how to do it practically. Right. I'm going to show you how to use what I teach practically, and maybe I could even write very short content for somebody live here, if possible, if I have the time. So note, everything I'm about to share with you here, you're going to learn it, a lot of it, and more if you are part of the copyright, the eCooperative Africa website. If you have not registered yet, please try and do. And anyone you bring is going to get access to all of these trainings and a lot more about copywriting, about selling, and all of that. So make sure and endeavor that you register or get people around you to register. So there are three things you must always remember when you're writing content to sell, when you're writing copy to sell. You have to remember three important things. This is the foundation. We start talking about writing. This is the foundation I want to lay. Number one, you have to understand the audience, your market. The most important thing when it comes to selling, whether you're selling physically or selling by word of mouth or you're writing or you're doing video, you have to know your audience. You have to know your market, who they are, what they want, what they desire. The next thing is your offer. What are you selling? Right? The last thing is your content or your copy. What I will teach you today is the copy part of it, but you need to have done the other two well. You make sure you're selling to the right audience. Make sure you're making a good offer. All right. So I'm just quickly run down some of the things you need to know about your audience. You have to know who your audience are. You have to know what they want. You can't tell somebody what he does not want. So you need to know that what you're writing and selling to somebody is what the person wants. You need to understand buying motivation. What is going to motivate somebody to buy your product? You need to understand desires. We all have desires, and some desires are higher or bigger than some desire. For example, the desire to make money is very heavy and big desire, right? It connects a lot of people. And people start businesses, entrepreneurship, who go to work. All of that is because of the desire to make money, to make wealth, and all of that. So you need to understand who you're talking to, who they are, what they want, their desires, and their motivations. The next thing you need to talk about before you start thinking about what to write, you have to understand offers. What are you selling? What product are you selling? How do you make your offer to be irresistible? So first thing first, you have to make sure you're selling what people want to buy. No matter how you write, if people don't want what you're selling, they won't buy. So make sure what you're selling is what they want, right? It's what they want. Make sure your offer is irresistible. One way to make your offer very irresistible, no matter what you're selling, is to come up with bonuses, things you can add to make the value of what you're selling to look smaller than the money. What you're selling has to have a value higher than the money you are asking them to buy. And that is why eCooperative Africa is a platform that is very resistible. With the minimum amount of money, you can get access to a lot of trainings and a lot of beautiful packages, all right? So that is why we encourage you to promote the platform also, because the offer is very irresistible. So that's one thing you need to understand. And the last thing that you need to think about or do is the copy or the content. You want to make sure your copy is persuasive. You want to make sure your content is persuasive. When you understand your audience, you understand what they want, and you understand the offer you're making, you can now use your copy to communicate the value of what you're selling. I usually tell my students that the job of your copy is to communicate the value of your offer to the exact best target audience. All right, those three things are connected, but the copy is the least. The other two are more important. So let's go on. One technique for selling with persuasive copy or content is storytelling. Now, there are so many types of content you can create. There are so many styles and many styles. But one that is very powerful, one technique, I'm sure you've heard about storytelling before, that is very easy to do and very powerful, very persuasive, is storytelling. And I'm not talking about writing a novel. I'm talking about using short stories about things happening around you in your life to create selling content for whatever product or service that you are promoting. Okay, and this technique can be used for anything. I don't care if you're doing network marketing, you're selling a product, physical product, you're selling a digital product. I don't care, even if it is a service, you can use what I'm about to share with you to do it. Now, the easiest story you can write for selling anything, there are two things you can use. There are many stories and many story formats you can use, but there are two simple ones that you can use immediately. One, your testimony, okay? Two, some other person's testimonial or some other person's testimony, okay? For every product that you're selling, somebody has a testimony, or you might have a testimony. So if you use a product or service and you get results, you can use your story to sell. It's as simple as that. Now, When I say storytelling, I'm not talking about writing a novel. I'm not talking about writing 1,000 words. You can use your story, your testimonial, or somebody's testimonial around what you're selling, around the result you've gotten, and you can create content around that. All right? That is so powerful. So if someone has used a product or used a service and the person has gotten results, positive results, you can use that testimonial as a story to sell that product or a service. Okay. Now, like I said, this is not the only technique, but with 30 minutes, my job is to give you the one that you can use immediately. There's so many of them, and you're going to learn a lot more as you are part of the eCooperative Africa. So let's go ahead and let's talk about how to sell with your story. How do you go about it? What should you do? Because a lot of people struggle with this. They think they need to go and tell a long story and all of that. No, I'll give you a framework right now that you can use to tell stories that are simple, straightforward, easy, and effective. So the whole job of your story should be about the product you're selling, how it solved your problem, or how somebody else used it and it got resolved, and how the other person who's reading can get the same results that the product or the product gave. Let me say that again. The whole idea about using stories or testimonials or the testimonials of people around you to sell is to tell a story about how the product or the service got you results or solved your problem, and how that same product can also solve the problem. That's the basic framework of what this is all about. So if you understand that, you can arrange it any way you want to. But when you're telling stories for selling, remember, people can tell stories for different reasons. But when you're telling stories because you want to sell, there are a number of things that you should have. There are 4 things I identify and I recommend that you use in your stories. Number 1, you should have a headline. The next thing should be your story. The third one is a pivot. The last one is a call to action. Okay, these are 4 elements of stories that you can use in selling. Now, sometimes you can drop 1 or 2 of these elements, but there are 2 elements that no matter what you must have. You must have a story and you must have a call to action. Now, if you want to use 4 of them, fine. If you want to use 3, fine, but you must always use at least 2, which is the story and the call to action. Let me explain what these 4 things stand for. The headline is the first thing people see when they start reading your content or when they start watching your video. The title is the headline, okay? The story is now the detail of what happened and the result you got. The pivot is where you connect your story to what you're selling. Now, the call to action is where you tell people what to do. Always make sure you tell people what to do. Don't assume they know what to do. If you want them to call you, say it in the content, in the copy. If you want them to send you a message, say so. If you want them to type something in the comments, say so. Always remember that. And those are the 4 important things you need to work with. Now, this is an example. I just got this product online. I don't know the product, but I want to give an example right now how you can use that story framework to create content. Let's assume that this is a product that somebody bought and the product got results. Let's assume that the person is a man, okay, and he has eczema, and he has been struggling with eczema for a long time and been trying different products. Then one day he got this product and he used it and was able to get results. And maybe right now he's also having this product in his shop, or he wants to sell this product. This is exactly how you can create short content, maybe 200, 100 words, 300 words of short content you can use. And you can use this on Facebook, on your WhatsApp, as broadcast message, post it in the group. It is very powerful. So let me start. I'm going to talk out the content. So also remember this. When you say content, it is not only written. Content can be spoken. Content can be video script. All right. The copy can be spoken. It can be a video, or it can be you standing on stage and speaking. It's the same thing. The same script, the same idea follows. So take note of that. So let me tell you this right here, and let me give an example. So my headline can be how I cured my eczema after trying different products for the last 5 years. But that's not a simple headline. How I cured eczema from my life after trying different products for the last 5 years. That is the headline. Okay, so now I can start with my story. For the last 5 years, I suffered from eczema. I used to be very ashamed of myself because I have tried everything that I know. A lot of people told me what to use. I went to see the doctor and I tried and nothing worked. I used to hide my skin because of the eczema. I would wear long sleeve shirts only. I couldn't wear short sleeves. And sometimes when I want to go out to places, public places like the beach, I couldn't do it because I knew that people would look at me dirty and I was very, very ashamed of myself. I tried everything and after a while I just felt there was nothing else I could do. So that's the story, short story. Now I want to connect that story to the product. So one day, a friend of mine met up with me and I was really frustrated. So I just had to tell him that I've tried a lot of things and nothing has worked for me. I've tried this social product, I tried this social product, it didn't work. I tried social drugs, I even tried to use herbs, all right, and it didn't work. And when I told him my situation, he told me that he knows somebody who had a similar situation and the person used a particular product, okay? And the name of that product is Aveno, all right, whatever it is. So I went to buy the product, even though I was not very sure if it will work because I've tried everything before. I decided, okay, let me use some of my money and buy the product. And I did. And after my bath in the evening, I tried rubbing the product on my skin and I just slept off, not thinking anything will happen. And I did that for 3 days. And on the third day, while I was dressing up to go for work, I looked at my skin and I just realized the eczema was fading away. I was so excited. I was so happy. Finally, a product that could finally cure the eczema. So I was very excited. I couldn't wait to come back in the night and use the product again. And after 7 days of using this product, my eczema completely cleared up. Right now, I can wear long sleeves. I'm no more ashamed of myself. I'm no more scared of taking off my clothes in public or when I go to the beach. I'm so happy that I found this product. So now I have finished that part of the product. Now I want to connect it to what I call the call to action, which is the end. If you have eczema or you have any kind of skin problem, I'm very sure this product can also help you. If you like to get this product or you want to buy this product, click this link and give me a call and I will give you information about how to get it. Click this link right now or call this number right now and I'll tell you exactly what to do to get this product. All right, so that is short, easy story with selling involved. That can be 200 words, 300 words, nothing complex. Now you might think that this is so simple. Does it work? Yes, it works because stories are very powerful and you're telling a story about somebody's problem and the result that you got, all right? So you can do this for yourself if you had that problem. Now, if somebody else had this problem and found the solution, you can tell the story as if you're telling the story about somebody else. I knew somebody 5 years ago who had a problem of eczema. He tried everything. Remember, you can see the difference. The first story was about myself. The second story about somebody else, okay? So it doesn't have to be you alone. You can use somebody's story or you can use a story of your own, okay? So that is the very simple framework. Now, if you notice the story, I started the story with the problem that the person had, what the person tried, and how the person came in contact with the product, and how the person got resolved, and now ended it with a call to action. Now, this may not be exactly the same with you. The story might be different, but it's still going to follow that format, okay? So this is the simple framework that you can use. Before I do another one and maybe do a live one for somebody here in the group, I want to find out if this has helped you in any way. Have you learned anything? Does it make any sense to you? Let me know in the comments. Does it make sense? I want to know if this makes sense at all. I've tried to be very sharp and fast, but I want to know if this is making sense to anybody at all. Let me know in the comments.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, thank you so much. It's eye-opening. My take on this is it going to
Okay.
cut? Is it something that
Okay.
can cut across every type of product range we sell? Because I'm seeing it that some services, some products, they are like.
Okay, don't worry. Don't worry. I'll answer
okay.
your question. I'll answer your question. Just give me a few minutes to finish up. I'm going to answer all your questions. Okay. But first, let me just tell you, it works for anything. And since you have stepped up and you're talking to me, oh yeah, give me a product that you think I cannot use it on, and I will show you how to use it. Give me any product that you're working on right now that you think I cannot use different work on, but I can use it as a light example.
Okay, like for example, when you have 1,001 things, like in my own setting, I have 1,001 things. I mean, it's a walk-in shop. You walk in and pick. You just walk in and you pick items. And so, okay, for example, yeah, I mean, let's assume I'm into stationery, or I'm into kiddies stuff. It's a wide, broad range. So my question is, does it mean on every day you have to do a story on several products you are in? Because you're not specifically known for an item. It's a broad range of items you're dealing with the audience.
Okay. Now, the answer is yes. You cannot sell. Different people buy different things for for different reasons. Okay. So you cannot sell everything in the same content. You know, you have to target a particular audience, and you have to make a good offer, and you write content in that direction. Now, like I said, this is a type of content that you can use, and I'm sure you can use it for everything, right? It's a type of content. But there are other kinds of content. So I want you to give me an example. What do you sell in your shop? Give me one thing that you think I cannot use this thing on. Then I'll show you an example. Just give me one example of what you're selling in your shop. Are you there?
I do, yes, I'm here. I do balloon decor, things for children's events, birthday events.
All right. Balloon decoration. Okay. Let me give you an example of what you can write. All right, for what that particular business. Now, different businesses have different purposes. There are two things that every business solves. It adds pleasure or removes pain. Okay, your business adds pleasure to somebody. Okay, the parents who are buying these products, they want to have, maybe they're having a birthday. All right. Remember, I talked about desire. The desire of the parent who buys a product like this is to maybe decorate the house for an event, right? And they want the place to look good so they can take pictures, and so that they can be good. They can feel good that they have done well. So let me give you an example of what you can write for this kind of content. Now, I'm sure that you have had situations that parents were very happy with your job, right? Hello, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm going to ask you a few questions. So from your answers, I'll be able to create the content.
Okay.
Have you done jobs that parents were very excited and happy and telling you thank you for doing a good job?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. And that's the desire that other parents want. So you can create content around how your decoration service helps parents to be satisfied and they were able to have a good event. All right. So let me give an example of how I can go about this. So I can have a headline that says, why, I don't know how many, why these parents were very happy, why parents are very happy about my decoration services. It's a headline. Okay. Why parents are happy about my services in my decoration business, or something along those lines. Basically, you want to say something that will attract the target audience that you're talking to, which are parents. Parents buy this product. So I can have a headline that says how to make your events colorful and the children to be happy for your celebration. Something like that. I can come up with 100 headlines.
Yes.
So these are just a few headlines. So this is what I will now say as a story.
Okay, sir.
1 week ago, I had a decoration job for a parent. It was a decoration job for their child's 10th birthday. And
Okay.
she called I was called up, and I went to the location, and I saw that the parents wanted a good job, and they had told me, please, I need a very good job. I want to take good pictures and have good memories for my kids. So I went back home. I took cognizance of the hall or the environment, and I designed a very spectacular a space for the birthday. I went with my team, and we added beautiful decoration, balloons, new ideas that I had. And at the end of the day, I was done in a few hours. I was so shocked. After the event, the parents gave me a call, and they were very thankful and grateful. And they sent me pictures of the decoration hall and told me how people were thanking them for having a beautiful space like this. And they thanked me, and I was really excited because I was able to offer my service and deliver completely. And that is what I do in my business. I help parents. I make your events to become colorful, unforgettable, with memories that can last till your lifetime, right? So if you're looking for an event decorator, somebody that can bring ideas, somebody that is diligent, somebody that will give you what you want, all right? I can offer that services to you. I've done this for hundreds of clients that have been happy, and you can have all of this done for you as quick as possible. So if you want me to decorate your next event so that you can have the result you want, call this number or chat me up with this number. Bam. Okay. So that's just an example. All right. Now you might think that this is somehow, but no. If you do it, if you add testimonials from other people, if you add pictures of your job and you post it, even if it's on Facebook, or you post it to parents, you'll be shocked that they'll reach out to you. All right. It's simple, but it's very powerful. I don't know if it makes sense.
Yes, a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense. So
Thank you.
You can go put it together and try it, and you'll be shocked at what results you can get. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes. So this is the easiest framework you can use. And of course, there are many other story formats and many other content styles, but this is the one I think that is easy for everybody to do, because it's something about your business, your experience, and what you know. So it shouldn't be too difficult. So you can apply to anything: network marketing, physical products, services. I don't care what you sell. You can use this framework and get results. Once again, I want to find out from people in the group, in the audience, did that make sense to you? Is that helpful? I don't know how long I've taken already. It's up to 30 minutes. All right, so somebody's saying write content I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to do that. That will be prepared. That is in the works. That's in the works. Everyone who is in eCooperative Africa will have pre-written content you can use on social media and every other platform. And that will be done very soon. So that will be done. That will be done. So I want to know if anybody has any question. If you have a question, just raise up your hands or on your mic and ask a question about what I've taught you today. If you have any question at all. Does anybody have a question? All right, nobody has raised his or her hand. So what I just showed you today is a tip of the iceberg. There's so many other things, all right, that you can learn. So as you are part of eCooperative Africa, you're going to learn a lot more. Let people get involved. I have so many other trainings that can also help to teach you this content creation for any kind of business. I have trainings for networkers and all of that. So that also is something that you can also get. So I don't know if anybody has a question. I'm done with my class. I had only 30 minutes, so I wanted to finish up on time. So I don't know, Dr. George, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Let me ask the question. Okay, some people asked about somebody asked about decoration, which is obvious, and you used an example of a product. And you said that the same format can be used to tell a story. Now, I'm assuming that from the conversation, the question, these things you just said, that you're working with eCooperative to write a script that most members can use to promote on Facebook and WhatsApp and so on. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yes, we're working on that, yes. So that everybody will have access to promotional materials for promoting anything and promoting eCooperative, especially. I'm working on that.
Okay, so what you're saying, we should be patient to see the script, the invitation scripts that we can use to invite people to either for the meeting or invite people to join the business. Is that what you're saying, sir?
Yes.
So you talked about storytelling. Is there any other way? Can you just quickly, we have a few more minutes, any other way we can use aside storytelling, which you said could be personal or a third party kind of storytelling? Is there any other way that you suggest that we can use to promote our business?
There are so many other ways. Like I mentioned, there's so many other ways. There are, in one of my trainings, I had up to 20 ways to promote, to write content to promote your business, okay? There are many ways. Another kind of content you can create is to use news. In every industry, in every business, there is news, all right? You can connect news to whatever you're selling, okay? Very important, because that is also a way of using things people can relate with to connect to your business. For example, if you have a business that that talks about, okay, for example, the news about doctors leaving Nigeria. I'm sure you are all aware that a lot of doctors are trying to leave the country. That's news. If you're selling health products, there's a way you can connect that news to your health products. For example, you can say, I'm sure you're aware of the news about Nigerian doctors leaving the country, which means we are going to soon have less and less doctors who will take care of over 200 million people. And that is a tragedy, and it's a terrible thing to happen to the country, which means right now everybody has to be able to take care of his health. You have to be in charge of your health, because you may not be able to see doctors because they're even on strike and all of that. And that is why this product, whatever you call it, whatever name of the product, is able to take care of a lot of things and will prevent you from falling sick, so that you don't have to go to the doctor, so that you can stay for years, for a number of months without spending money. So that's just an example of how you can create news connected to what you're selling. So like I said,
all right, let me ask you another question, sir. Let me ask another very important question now. Now, not everybody is a good writer, because you seem to refer that writing seems to be the one skill that a lot of people need to have to do digital marketing and to write copy. What if I'm not a skilled writer? What if I don't have that writing skill and I still want to put my business? Is copywriting limited to just writing? Could I do a simple voice note and send to somebody and follow the same format that you shared? Headline, story, pivot, and call to action? Can I do a video, a short video, a WhatsApp video, and still use the same format if I can't write?
Yes.
What other, okay, you're saying yes, right?
I mentioned that during the training. It's not just about typing or written content. It's still video. The same thing. For example, what I did, I spoke the content. I didn't type it. The two examples I gave, I spoke the content. It has the same effect. If you can do audio on any platform, go ahead. If you can do video, go ahead. In fact, for the video, you might not even need to show your face. You can use slides, right? It's still the same framework. You can use text, you can use video, you can use audio. As long as you are able to communicate and use that framework, you will get the same result. So it's not just about.
What is the best angle? Because there's this impression a lot of people have that eCooperative Africa is like one of those network marketing companies or one of those pyramids or Ponzi. Because you see, a lot of network marketers who try to do this business keep thinking they have not defined product as information, like we're selling a lot of information. So, and we all know, you and I and a few others who are involved in this business, know that what drives the eCooperative.Africa platform is the information availability, trainings, and downloadable materials. That's what drives why we still contribute and support ourselves in business. So what do you think is the best angle we can come from so that we don't get that objection of, oh, is it not another pay somebody kind of thing? What do you think is the best angle to drive the conversation as we discuss to people? Do you think it's best to talk from the angle of information?
Okay. There are many angles, all right? Are you done? Can I go ahead?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Okay. There's so many angles for e-cooperative because e-cooperative has a lot of benefits. Apart from the money people can make, the trainings, okay? And I know some people might not value it, but valuable training like what I shared today is people pay a lot of money for it, all right? And then you have the e-commerce, and we have some other programs or products for the e-cooperative that will come up. What you can do, you can pick one part that people will be interested in and talk about it. Now, you don't need to talk about everything. For example, if you know the people you're talking to are interested in trainings, let them know. For 2,000 Naira, you'll be able to get access to trainings worth 100K or more. And you can list out the different trainings that they can get. That is enough to get anybody who's interested in trainings to pass with 2,000 Naira, right? To join the program, even if what he wants to do only is to get trainings. So you need to know who you're talking to, what the person values. And then you know how the trainings can, if it's somebody that likes trainings, talk about the trainings that can help the person's business or whatever the person is doing, okay? That's number one. Number two, if you know the person is just interested in making money, you can go ahead and talk about the money that they can make. You join the program with 2,000 Naira, and anybody that you promote it to, all right, you are going to get affiliate commissions of 100%. Now, you have to also remember that there's something called affiliate marketing. So sometimes even the words you use to communicate will also help you to be able to communicate properly. There are some words that we know are connected to some kind of business. So if somebody steps to you and say, I have an opportunity for you, everybody knows this element, all right? So the word opportunity just talks about network marketing. So there are ways you can use different words to communicate without getting people to suspect. So I personally would also talk about affiliate marketing here, because when you
go ahead and tell us about affiliate marketing angle.
Okay, if you want to talk about affiliate marketing angle, just you can have a headline that says something like, for 2,000 Naira, you'll be able to join a cooperative, a unique. I don't even like using the word platform, because platform is also connected to a lot of things that are negative. So for just 2,000 Naira, you can join a business on an e-cooperative that will give you 100% affiliate commissions for everybody you invite, right? Those who understand affiliate marketing and they hear 100% affiliate commissions will quickly want to find out what it is about. And then you explain whatever arrangement as affiliate commissions. Right? I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes, okay. Like for anybody registering, all right, he'll get access to those materials. And then when he invites 4 persons, all the 2K, the 8K will be given to that person that invited them, 100%.
As an affiliate commission, yes.
As affiliate commission, while they also have access to the same information that you have, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's powerful.
So
all right, so that's another angle, okay?
So I wanted to give the last angle. Now, there's some people who are into e-commerce, okay? E-cooperative Africa also gives e-commerce as a product that people who join can access. So you need to know, that's why I talked about the audience who are there. So say the things that will make sense to them. So if there's somebody that's already into e-com or has products that he or she wants to sell, you can use the e-com part to say, if you join the platform for only 2K, you'll be able to have access to a lot of people who are in the platform and you'll be able to sell your products, all right? That can appeal to a lot of people too.
Okay, so bear in mind that right now, the e-com is not yet out. I'm sure by sometime in September, the e-com will be up. So we can also say that if you register with 2,000 Naira and the money is not actually going to the cooperative, the money is going to the person who invited you. If you register with 2,000 Naira and you don't want to do the multi-level marketing, you can have access to the e-com part where you simply just upload any products. Even if you are working in a multi-level marketing company that promotes products, you can upload that on the system, in the part of it, and then promote to people in the cooperative, and equally sell that thing to people around. You can copy the link and also share to people around on Facebook. That also is a good way. And because one of the things that we also have as a challenge in this business, and a lot of people will bear with me, is that there's a healthy competition between networkers. They say, okay, it's not a product, it's a product. So one of the things that we try to encourage you to say is, look, we're not in competition with any other multi-level marketing company. We actually, I know you don't like the word platform, we're actually an opportunity or a platform for others to even sell and market. So you can actually come there and sell your product to members of the cooperative and to even people outside. All right, so there's also the angle of the cryptocurrency, which eCooperative is working on seriously. Because it's e-cooperative, very soon you can also do crypto. But I'm sure there's a high-powered meeting going on, so that if you don't want to use your Naira, you can also use the crypto. You can have save money in crypto. You can do peer-to-peer, that kind of thing that we're doing with the crypto. You can access the products with crypto. You can access the e-commerce with cryptocurrency. You can download and purchase products with crypto, and it's so powerful. So those are the beautiful things that the e-cooperative platform gives you access to. If you go to your dashboard, and you see the lineup of things, the e-commerce, the loans, the savings, all of that is something that we are excited about. And the MLM part is also a very exciting part. So I don't know if you have any other thing to say, MK?
Okay, well, I don't have any other thing to say. The only thing I like to say is that I like to encourage everybody. This is going to change your life. There's a lot of things you're going to benefit from e-cooperative. I'm sure for the last few days, you have been learning a lot, and your mind has been blowing up with the amount of value you are getting. This business is going to help you in so many ways. So get people in that can also benefit from you, and that is going to be able to really connect you with the platform and benefit from the platform. Someone just asked me a question. He said, what is the pivot? So let me quickly answer that. The pivot is when you connect your story to what you're selling. That's the pivot. Pivot is where you just make a U-turn or make a connection, okay? I call it pivot. So you connect, you're telling a story, then mainly you connect it to what you're selling. That's what I call it, a pivot. So it's just a simple explanation. And you notice I've done so with the 3 examples I just did this evening. So any other question, please go ahead.
All right, let me just add one thing you must realize. The cooperative platform is going to really, really, really explode. And we are going to learn and do a few things. For those of you who are new, who just came in here, let me just quickly tell you the simple e-cooperative plan. So for you to be part of the system, you need to come in with a sponsor. You have 2 options. The person who invited you can be the person who you give the 2K to. E-cooperative says, register with this link and send, of course, the details will appear, and then you send that person 2,000 Naira, and the person activates you, and you're now a member of the cooperative. It's as simple as that. And if that's all you want to do, if you just want to enter the cooperative, access quality information, that can be it. In fact, you can even upgrade to the highest level just to access quality information. You give 2,000 to the first person, that is your first generation upline, and you have access to certain materials from top experts. Then you say, okay, I want to move to level 2. You click on upgrade again. You give to a level 2 person, the second generation upline, and then you also have more access to more information. All right, you say, okay, I want to move to level 3. I want to see more, get access to more information. I click on level upgrade. I see another quality of information I can download from my learning materials. And I go to level 4. I see more on different areas and topics and so on. And they're still choking that part with different content. So if that's all I want to do, just invest 30K into getting materials worth more than 300, 400,000 Naira, which I can use for my business. That's good enough. But if I want to get into, and if I just want to do that and also have access to the e-commerce, because the truth is, if you pay 2K and you have access to the e-commerce platform and you don't pay anymore, yes, in the ranking, because the e-commerce adverts will also have rankings. So because you're on level 1, it will not rank high. But if you're someone who has upgraded to level 4 and you're not building a network marketing business, but you're actively involved in the e-commerce, because you're on level 4, because you're level 4, your product and your advertisement will rank higher. It's just simple understanding. So so you can just choose to do that.
Sorry,
Yes.
1 minute. Someone suggested that you show the screen of the business e-cooperative, maybe dashboard, so they can see what you're saying. So if that's possible, that would be fine.
Okay, let me just do that quickly. All right. Just 1 minute, please. I'll be with you shortly. I'm almost there. Okay. Okay, I'm there now. So the business is www.ecooperative.africa for those of you who are joining. And the idea basically is to get people to synergize, to get to learn. I like the part of learning because that's core and key in the vision, to be involved in some kind of support system, cooperative, and to also enjoy financial growth and development. And then another question that comes to the minds of people, okay, who are the brainchild? Who is the brainchild of who are? Because it's a cooperative, it cannot be owned by one person. All right. So it's 2 registered businesses and a number of individuals and the foundation came together to birth the cooperative using the internet as a means of propagation. One of the organizations is a web development IT company. The other is a training organization, and the foundation is an empowering NGO. These individuals are from all walks of life. So one of the key things, one of the exciting parts of the business is that through the system, you can raise funds. So if 8K, for example, was your goal, by joining the cooperative and getting others 4 people to join and giving you 2K each, that's 2K in 4 places, and you're getting 8K, if that was your goal, you'll quickly raise 8K in a short period of time. And of course, by just making them support your business, they have access to the information, quality information. Again, that's one of the things. Our product is e-information, e-learning, very massive in the business. So you also have an opportunity to learn as you join the community, to learn a lot of things that can help you move your business forward. And of course, you can save your money in crypto. You can save your money in your bank with the cooperative as you go on. You can also buy this e-commerce part of it, and you can also invest in the system. All right, so those are basically things you need to learn about: e-cooperative, savings, raising funds, investment, e-commerce, crowdfunding, and e-learning. These things are going to be coming up in phases. You'll get to see them in phases. So eCooperative Africa provides you audio, video courses that will help you upgrade your financial knowledge fantastically. So let's go straight to how you can be a part of it. Now, for you to be a part of it, what makes it different from other organizations? That when you want to register, whether it's 50K or 100K or whatever, you pay a money to a company account. You pay that money to a company account. So the company now receives the money and begins to process your registration. eCooperative says, look for somebody already in the system and give that initial 2K to the person. And we call that person your sponsor. The person has to have a referral link, not at level 0, but at least at level 1. So, and what do you need to have to be part of eCooperative? You basically need to have a phone number, an email address, and a bank account, and very soon a wallet. If you need to have a wallet, it's optional though. You can also have a wallet because the world is moving crypto. You must also think along those lines too. And the marketing plan is very simple. All right, you need to work with the power of 4 people. You invite 4 people to join your business to also enjoy the loaded products, e-products, have access to e-commerce so they can sell their products or their businesses, and you're good to go. All right, so all you invite 4 people and you're good to go. The moment you are registered, the moment you give somebody in the system who invited you that initial 2,000 naira, the system sends you a welcome pack of digital marketing trainings on your dashboard, and you also have access to savings, access to the e-commerce, and access to the investment platforms. Very important. You get downloading what you get in return for giving 2K, not to the cooperative, but to the person who invited you. What you get as exchange of value is the products that you receive on your dashboard, and number 2, access to the e-commerce where you can sell your product and your business. Those are 2 key points you must tell people. Number 1, you have downloading materials you can download and use for your business and for yourself. Number two, access to sell for free. You're going to be advertising for free of charge in the platform. You can also save and do investment. So here's a simple diagram we use. What the system, this is a 4x4 matrix, and it's a system that eCompetitive has put together. One, you have 4 people above you, 4 sponsors above you, 1st generation sponsor, 2nd generation sponsor, 3rd generation sponsor, and 4th generation sponsor. That beautiful girl with the red shirt is one sponsor. The man with the suit is another sponsor. The lady with the blue dress is another sponsor. The man in the black and white is another sponsor. You can call them names: Jane, Joe, Kate, and Musa. And you need to work with 4 people, invite 4 people to be to the 4 generations. So 4, 16, 18, 4, 16, 64, and 256. For you to get in this business, you need to register under somebody. All right, so you give that person 2,000 naira, you get materials much more than that, and the person activates you, and you're registered. You work with 4 persons, you invite 4 persons. For each of them who come into the system, they will give you 2,000 naira each, amounting to 8,000 naira. It will come in 2,000 from 4 people, 2,000 into your account, directly into your account. You can activate them too. They also have access to those materials. And that's where you want to end it, no problem. The system says, no problem. You're a part of the system. You can have access to the e-commerce and so on. But if you want to earn more money, then you need to upgrade. You click on upgrade. Joe, who invited Jane, who is the sponsor of Jane, all right, who is your sponsor, his details will appear, and then you'll be told to give that Joe 4,000. When you give 4,000 to him and he acknowledges and approves you, the system automatically sends you materials and products, much more than that, into your dashboard, which you can download. All right, so the 4 persons will invite 16 persons, all right? They will also get 16 persons, and each of them will get their 2K. But when the 16 persons want to move to level 2, just like you gave Joe 4,000 naira to move to level 2, those 16 persons will be required to give you 4,000 naira each in their journey to level 2. And if they do so, you're going to get 64,000 naira, 4,000 in 16 places. Now, if that's your goal, you can end the program and say, okay, you know what, great. But if you want more, you click on upgrade, and then Kate, who brought Joe, who brought Jane, who is your sponsor, her details will appear, and you'll be told to give her 8,000 naira. You're meant to give her 8,000 naira. You'll be activated. You will also get materials at that level that you can download and use. All right. And if this 16% brings 64 people, when they want to move to level 3, just like you gave that beautiful lady, Kate, 8,000 naira, the 64% will also give you 8,000 naira each at their journey to level 3, amounting to 512,000 naira. To come in 8,000 chunks of 8,000 naira. 8,000 times 64 amounts to 512,000. If that's your goal, you can end there. You can say one more. The last level is a click on upgrade, and then Musa's details will appear. You'll be told to give him 16,000 naira. You're meant to pay 16,000 naira, and he activates it to level 4. Materials for level 4 will be sent to you, and your ranking on the e-commerce platform will be highest. You can sell ranking on the e-commerce platform when it launches out to be highest. All right, the 64 persons will have 4 people each, amounting to 256 people. When they want to move to level 2, they would also see your details, like you gave 16,000 naira to Musa. All 256 people will give you 16,000 naira, amounting to 4,096,000 naira. So let's do your bank account quickly. Bank balance. You've earned 4,680,000 naira, 8,000, 64,000, 512,000, 4,096,000 naira from each of the generations, from 4, 16, 64, and 256. You have upgraded to Jane 2K, to Joe 4K, to Kate 8,000, to Musa 16,000, and it's totaling 30,000 naira. And if you subtract that, you have a profit of 4,650,000 naira. You only began with 2,000 and the leverage of 4 people. What a massive opportunity. So if you don't give 2,000 to your generation upline, you don't receive 8,000 from your generation downline. So if you don't give 4,000 to level 2, for level 2, you don't get 64,000. If you don't give 8,000, you don't get 512,000. You don't give 16,000, you don't get 4,096,000 naira. So that's how this business works. Now, one question that comes to mind is that you have to be careful about the 4 persons you invite. If you want to build a business using the MLM dimension, you've got to be careful about who you bring, because it's about duplication. You want to be very particular about the first 4 that you bring to the system. They have to do the same thing. You need a total of 340 persons in your system, your team, to be able to hit the 4 million, and you're not the one bringing 340%. All you have to do is just invite 4 people, active people who can duplicate, do the same, invite the same 4, and then you're hitting 340% almost immediately. All right, so the system is very simple. How do you get your money? Money now is done through, one of the greatest advantages of this business is that money is not paid to the cooperative. Money is paid instantaneously by hand or to your bank account by your downline. So money is paid straight to your bank account or straight to your Bitcoin or crypto wallet. If you have, if you're doing the wallet. All right, so that's basically the system. You can grow from just 2,000 Naira to 4.6 million Naira or 4,006,000 Naira if you're willing to work on the system. So this information for those who are new and who want to learn. So I want to thank everyone for being part of this class. Tomorrow, what am I excited? We're going to have MK show up again and share more information with us, more interesting information. We're going to start doing Facebook now so that we can increase our Facebook community. We have a Facebook page. Try and like it. One of these days, we're going to do a Facebook live meeting. And, we will be showing some things there, giving you information in that space. So you don't want to miss out on anything. If you have, and then sometimes we'll send quick information. We want to do dashboard training, how to understand your dashboard, explanations. I think by tomorrow, there is going to be a new phase. Most of you have been complaining about your level 0 people. Right now, timers have been placed in the system. By tomorrow, you notice that there's a timer. You can't be on one level for too long. In fact, on level 0, if you enter and you get registered, and within a space of time you don't register, the system kicks you out. And even on level 1, you cannot be on level 1 for too long. You can't be on level 2 for too long. You have to make a reminder either to the business or to exit the network marketing process. So that's it, guys. I don't know if you have any other question you want to ask us. We've gone past our time for today. All right, for the effective follow-up system, there is a video. The eCooperative admin had just placed the video. Go and watch it. It was very, very detailed yesterday. We spoke about effective follow-up system. We have a part 2 on automating your sales. However, tomorrow, what we're going to be teaching is 6 questions to ask to close any sale. 6 questions to ask to close any sale. For those of you who understand marketing, if you're not closing your sales, you're not making money. You're not getting people to join your business. So it's a powerful, powerful opportunity to learn. And we'll bring in top experts to discuss how to close. If you're an MLM person, business person, if you know anyone who is interested in marketing, in business, there's no place they should be anywhere in the world aside by 9 p.m. They should hook up to this place. We should be talking 100 people by now. All right, it just shows that not many people like and value information. We're doing 20 more days. After 20 more days, the cooperative platform has given us this privilege to learn from top resource persons. You will be allowed to do it yourself. Your Zoom meetings and all of that will not be actively involved. We're doing it for now to show you, to model it, so you can see how to run your own business in the future. So eCooperative is saying they're bringing all the experts to come teach, including myself. So when it's time, you guys will do it yourself, your Zoom meetings and so on. So you have 20 more days. So you can take advantage of this season where the best minds are brought here and you can invite them to come here. We're going to have top speakers. You'll be surprised, shocked the kind of speakers we'll have come here. You'll shock the quality of people in these next 20 days. People that you know that on a good day, you cannot even hear them. You cannot have access to them. They'll come here and they will teach you and show you stuff. Because eCooperative wants you to succeed in not just this business, but in any business that you're doing. So we really, really appreciate you for your time. And I want you to be disciplined. This is when you learn discipline. Don't just come here and just listen passively. Be actively learning. Take down notes. Study. What if there's going to be an exam at the end of the day? Do it as if you're doing this examination, and then take down notes, go watch your videos, learn, and then see how you can apply it to your business. You'll be shocked at the transformation, how much acceleration you will have. Most of you, what you need to change is your thinking has to change. Most of you have come to this business with an investor's mindset, and I've warned you. This is not MMM. This is not an investor's place. This is real serious business. If you come in there the system has not matched me, the system doesn't match anybody, you have to invite. Most of you have come in with your product network marketing concept. The product here is information. So if you're not good at selling information and doing affiliate marketing, that kind of thing, then you probably don't need to be here. Wait for the e-commerce to do that, because we're not selling to everybody. Everybody's not our market. All right. So that's another thing. Some people are coming here with the sales mindset. Okay, I have a crowd. It's not a crowd business. This business is not a crowd business. This business is a duplication business. It's a leadership business. If you're willing to lead a team and work with a team and call your people in your downlines on your matrix and reach out to them and help them see they're doing fair, you are not supposed to be here. This is not the kind of space you're in. But research has it that the people who succeed are the ones who build communities. Community building and influencing is the way to go. And I've taught you that severally. That you have to have a community. Rich people build networks. What network do you have? And interesting thing, this network is not just your network. People that you're invited to invite people that will be in your matrix and you don't know them. You don't know what contact, what access they can give you to in the future. So some of us need a thinking change, a thinking switch. And again, this will take some time. It won't happen overnight. Don't think that by being here, before you know it, you'll start exploding. You will have to put in some work. You'll have to build your team. You'll have to be patient. At a certain point, you will do less work. If you follow the model we're teaching you, you'll do less work and have more results. But that beginning part, you have to work on your people, form connections. I'll teach you a lot of things about team building. But I tell you, if you can do this, if you can go to the stress and do it, you can do anything. If you follow the principles we are teaching you here about multi-level marketing, about digital marketing, and you follow them duly, even if you don't do e-cooperative again, it will help you in whatever business that you're going to do. In fact, you will become a star, a top person in any other business that you're doing. I'm telling the truth. If you just follow to it and get to the end. So 4.6 million naira is your goal. That should be your goal written down. Make sure that you build. For what I've done for myself as a member of the company is that I have an account number that I've placed, and I don't have an ATM for it. I don't have a mandate to withdraw that money. It's for my e-cooperative thing. I've taken aside my 30,000 naira from somewhere else to upgrade to my level 4. So I know that I'm not owing any uplines and I'm not missing any payments. I've done that and I'm building my team. I have gotten my account details and I can even share it one of these days. So far, in the space of 17 days, I've generated without touching close to 200 something thousand, close to 200 something thousand using this system. So it works. It really, really works. And there are people who have done 144, 100,000. People have done it. It works. Again, you're building a system. But my joy is not about the amount of money I've mentioned. And the job many leaders are here. It's about you also earning that amount of money. So don't be greedy. If, most of you know that I attend to most of your needs. I chat, I reach out to support. I have done plenty WhatsApp seminars for a lot of you. The same thing I'm doing, do to your downlines, give them support, connect them to the leaders and see how you can assist them. Because once they feel they're right, you rest. All right. So I wish you guys the best. Thank you for being part of today's meeting. Tomorrow is another wonderful time. Learn how to invite. Now, let me conclude by saying this, that you're not told to invite people to join eCooperative.Africa. You're told to invite people to attend the meeting so they can hear and make informed decision. I repeat, you're not told to invite people to join eCooperative.Africa. You're told to invite people to join the Zoom meeting or the WhatsApp meeting that you put together so that they can hear, understand, and make informed decision whether to join or not. If you follow that simple analogy I've just taught you, your business will change. Don't introduce the business and the join. It's okay because you don't have a thorough understanding. Invite them to come for this meeting, at least for the next 20 days. They have the opportunity to learn and they can make informed decision. If they come here, they don't like it, they can go, there's no problem. But give everybody you meet the opportunity to hear for themselves. So the challenge is not them joining. That's not the challenge. That's not your challenge. Your challenge is not recruiting people to join this business. Your challenge is inviting them to come to learn. If anybody would dare come to learn, that person is a potential prospect, a potential customer. You are struggling to get people to join and you're doing it the wrong way. We say invite them to come and learn. Anybody that has learning as a value in his hierarchy is a potential person that will do this business. If a person doesn't come for this meeting, then he's not your client, he's not your customer. Don't waste your time. Amateurs sell, professionals sort. So invite them to come for this meeting. Let them come and learn. The value then they'll come here. And even if they don't sign up, no problem. They'll get to know, wow, I got value there. Next time they come, before you know it, they'll make a decision based on it. So your goal is not to invite people to join the cooperative. at least for now. The goal is to invite them to come here and learn, and then make informed decision about whether to join this business or not. Thank you for your time, and God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Good night.